let me bring up Mirelle. Okay, she is an existing interior design business baker. Halle, 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 halle,
She's
halle.
here. She just needs to come on camera and then I can spotlight.
Guys, see her
There
right
we
there.
go.
Hello, lovely.
Hi.
Thanks for being here.
Hey, nice to
Oh,
see you.
likewise, likewise. Okay, I'm gonna dig right in.
Okay.
I prepped you with questions today.
No.
Good, because I don't know what I'm gonna ask you yet.
Okay, good.
And have I paid you to be here?
No,
So
definitely.
thank you for taking your time. And we all
Yeah.
know that everybody's busy and it's Friday. We're getting ready for the weekend. So you hopping on here is just such a huge thank you on my part.
Yeah, of
Um,
course.
Let me ask you this.
hmm
How long have you been in the bakery?
I signed up I think it was last April, end of last April.
Okay, so you're
So a
coming
while.
up on the end of your year.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. I don't want it to end actually. So yeah,
Well, we
it goes
do have a
fast.
solution for that. If you
Yeah.
needed extra time, we just drop the price way low down. But the goal is
Mhm.
a year.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. It's not that I couldn't, it's not that I haven't gone through it. It's that I just like it. So I I might
Yay!
stick
I
around
love hearing
longer.
that.
Yeah.
So what do you like about it?
Wow. Okay, well, lots of things. So first of all, the team. I mean, you're awesome. Debbie, Hallie, Nicole, everybody's amazing. Um, and I mean, right off the bat for me, it was, you know, a big thing for me was the processes and procedures. And so everything you've supplied, whether it's your verbal coaching and all of the downloadables and all of that has been amazing. The Facebook group. I love, oh my God. I knew. I was gonna apologize in advance because my dog would bark as soon as I
Don't
came
even
on.
worry about it. We're dog people on my team. We're good.
He'll stop in a second. Oh, it's because somebody got my door. Why does this happen, right?
Hey, don't even worry about it, honey. Seriously, I've got little yippy dogs, so
Yeah, I think it was
yours
like
at least sounds tough.
anyways. Bowie, it's okay. Okay, it's okay. Okay, there we go. Back. Okay, sorry. Okay,
He's
so I was
protecting
saying
his
the
mom.
Facebook group. Oh my God. Okay, I might have to get him. Bowie, come here. Come here. Settle down. Okay, he's got the biggest,
What kind of dog?
loudest bark. He's an Australian Labradoodle,
Oh my gosh.
and he's 65 pounds, and you can hear it in the bark.
Yes. My little
So,
dog is over here. She's all of
oh,
9 pounds,
oh,
and
she blends right into the pillow.
yes, she's a little chunk. Her bark is much more annoying. So you're
Right,
good.
right,
So
right.
you're talking about the things that you have really enjoyed and are going to
hmm
miss in
hmm hmm
the next year.
Yeah, all of
Um,
it.
I think, yeah.
All of it.
So,
Yeah.
so let's talk about where were you when you joined the bakery?
So I started my business in 2015.
Okay.
And I felt like I hadn't um I hadn't been like evolving the way I felt I needed to be evolving in
Right.
all those years. And I felt sort of stuck, like I was doing the same things, like that, like whatever definition of insanity, like, you know, do the same
Keep doing
thing,
the same
expect a
thing,
different
getting the
outcome.
same
You know, it was
outcome.
like
Yeah.
that. And to be honest, I hadn't thought about a business coach. You literally, Michelle, you popped up in my Instagram feed one day, like totally random. And I was like, who is this lady? Like, and you're really good at what you do. So I clicked on it, and it was the rolling in the dough. And I thought, you know what do I have to lose? It's a free workshop. I may as well, right? So I did the workshop, and really, like day one, I remember being like, oh my God, I already see the value in this. I already want to implement this. And because for me, again, it was like the processes and procedures that I felt like I didn't have that control. I felt like if the client said, oh, so what's next? And I would kind of be like, like flying by the seat of my pants all the time, right? Even
In
though
what
like
order?
what was next, I didn't know how to explain it to them what was next.
Mhm.
So so right away, and I happened to, and in that moment of rolling in the dough, the workshop, I think it was like right at the beginning, I got like that call out of the blue, a client inquiry. And I thought, oh my God, I don't really know how to do this yet, but I'm going to try what Michelle's given me because, hey, it might not be perfect, but I'm going to just go for it anyways, right? So, and I did, and I instantly felt like I had more control, like I had that confidence that I was lacking. And so that, so then I kind of got through the workshop, and then I still was like, well, do I kind of take the leap and spend the money and, and commit. And I spoke to a friend who is a Pilates instructor. She had hired a business coach a couple of years before, really transformed her business. A business coach specific to her industry. And I spoke to her about the experience, and she really recommended it. And I definitely have no regrets. So I feel like it's been like there's just been so much content that you've given us that sorry, so much content, but you make it very easy to understand, right? So it's not like you kind of get this and then you're like, oh my God, well, now what? It's all very easy to digest. And then when you do that,
for the creative mind.
right? Hey, right. That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. So let's talk about the money.
Okay.
Were you profitable? Were you like, what did that look like before you joined the bakery?
I was never terribly profitable. I think it was a bit of not exactly like treating it like a hobby, but like I said, just sort of treating it like I didn't have that, like I wasn't leading and controlling the way that I needed to be. I definitely was leaving money on the table by not selling furniture or not doing it to the extent that I should be. And so since I've tried doing that, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a lot more money. So that's good. And there's something else I was going to say about. And then the pricing. Like I used to do hourly, which I hated.
God, we all did.
So I hated tracking my hours, but not just that. I hated the feeling of sending a client an invoice and then holding my breath and being like, I hope they don't freak out.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, yes.
I hope
in the morning you wake up.
just pay it and then it's like done, right? I'm like, okay. So now I feel so much better about that whole end of things. It's like, oh my God, it's like a weight off to do flat fee. And I'm still figuring that out. I mean, it's still, that's I think a longer work in process, but just knowing that that's the method is a big one.
Absolutely. And I think that because every project is so different, here's the boundaries you should work within, and then you kind of play with it. So yeah, it's a work in progress forever. Like we still go back and Debbie and I will talk about it and be like, should we do this? Should we do that? Okay. How does this make sense and all fall together? So now, would you say you're profitable? How was last year?
So to be honest, last year was a quiet year client-wise.
Yes, us too.
But yeah, and I mean, I'm hearing that like across the board. I'm hearing it with contractors and furniture makers and everybody. So I was kind of like not trying to not be like too like, oh, about it. But I also felt like, hey, the silver lining is that I get to do more of, I get to focus in more on what the coaching has to offer, and without feeling like that overwhelm of trying to juggle a lot of projects at the same time. So I mean, I still had things coming in and I still had things to do, but so it's kind of hard to say. What I can say is that that with the jobs that I did have, I know that I made more money on them than if I had used my old methods with the same exact job.
Good.
So
yes.
That's to me what matters more, because now I know, okay, this worked and I can do it again.
Yeah, I think we all had a collective exhale last year where it was like, ooh, where'd all the business go? Yeah, it was that way with a lot of people that I spoke with and a lot of the bakers as well. So do you feel in your experience like the investment that you made, was it worth it for you long run with your business?
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. How, do you
100%.
remember how quickly you might have made that investment back? Yeah, I know it was a short year and it was a year. I mean, it was a slow year and it was almost a
Yeah.
year ago.
Yeah. Yeah. It maybe took like, maybe it was more like the 6 or 7 months
Six-month-ish.
or
Mhm.
something. Yeah. It wasn't 3, but that's okay. Again, like, like you said, it was, it was a weird year, but
Oh yeah, dude, our, in
yeah.
March of last year, March or April, our phone calls just came to a screeching halt for a while.
Hmm, hmm.
What's going on here? So yeah,
Yeah.
fun. What
What
to leave the audience with? Like,
I
remember
like.
yourself. So you were
Yeah.
sitting and rolling in the dough. This was
Yeah.
Friday. Okay.
Yeah.
Nicole Lano's about to come on. Like, go back there, talk to your old self and tell the
Yeah.
audience what you would have wanted to hear.
Hmm. Um, to me, I think back, when I was, on the cusp of should I take this journey or not? To me, I looked at it as furthering my education. And so I had done an undergrad, I had gone to get an interior decorating certificate post undergrad. I had worked with an interior designer before, all these things. And then all these years later on my own, I still felt like I had that aha moment for me in
Mhm.
rolling in the dough. And I was like, holy shit, I don't know how to run a business. I was like, I don't know how to run a business, and I'm okay to admit that to like myself and my family, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this is my education. I don't want to go back to school. I really don't want to go back to school. I have 2 kids. I am so done with like a formal kind of, learning like that. And so I thought, you know what? If I look at the money, the 10,000 or whatever it was, and I'm in Canada, so the conversion rate sucks. But anyway,
Yeah,
so
that's
yeah,
true.
that hurt. But anyway, I looked at it as education, and so I thought, you know what? Not only is it going to be better than if I just went and did like some business degree or something, because my husband has a business degree, he couldn't help me.
Well,
And
that in this industry is like
that
even
exactly.
harder.
So specific. And so I
Yeah.
really liked that this was so specific. And I did take a few minutes and I thought, you know what? Maybe it was more than a few minutes. And I searched up because I'm in Toronto. I thought, all right, you're in Dallas. Everything's over internet, Zoom, whatever, no problem. But out of curiosity, I'm going to look to see who's local, who's doing this similar, like a bit
Yeah,
interior.
absolutely.
So I looked at a couple other big name designers in Toronto who have coaching, and I kind of looked at their, what their offerings. Their
Mhm.
prices were a lot less, but you were getting a lot less. And then I was like, well, I could spend 2,000 and get this, or I could spend the 10,000 and get this. And I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna do it, then I'm gonna do it. And
It's
so
kind of like buying a new couch for your living room or like getting the whole living room done.
yeah, yeah.
There's a good analogy. Like a new
It's a
couch is
comparison.
nice, but I
Yeah,
want the whole thing.
yeah,
Oh,
right,
it's fun.
right, right.
So just do it, y'all.
So just do it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Morel, thank you
Yeah.
so much. I
Yeah. Thank
really,
you.
really appreciate you being here and just kind of rolling with my random questions. And thank goodness you answered them the way I was hoping.
Yeah.
This is a crapshoot, but you know what? After 3 years, thankfully, nobody's complained.
Yeah, no, you know what? It's a great team. Like I said, hi Nicole. I've been watching your replays. They're awesome. And I was like, oh, I don't need mindset. I'm like, yes, I do. So and it's like it's interesting. It
It
is
is,
interesting.
isn't it? And Nicole delivers it in such a way. It's like like a best girlfriend giving you a hug and saying everything's going to be okay. Here's what you need to do.
Right. That's
Yeah.
right.
We try. We
Yeah.
try.
Anyways,
Um,
okay. Thank you so much, guys.
thank you. And you've got some people